Hello guys, welcome back to another interesting video on how I did my ECES, EC Council Certified Encryption Specialist. In the previous video, we discussed on how I did my CTI, Certified Threat Intelligence Analysis Certification. So as I come up with a new YouTube channel where I discuss on network, security, and cloud related global certifications, how I did it. So it's going to be helpful for anyone interested to prepare for these certifications. We're also discussing some fundamental concepts related to network, security, and cloud. So today we are going to discuss on how I did my ECES. So let me share my screen here. My name is Sheikh Rashid Javed. I am certified EC Council instructor. So here we are talking about ECES, how I did my ECES, EC Council Certified Encryption Specialist. So if you want to go deep into understanding cryptography, and I do see here a lot of people, a lot of those technicians who are trying to go deep in this cryptography, who are trying to implement cryptography, they need to go for such kind of certification. So here, if we see, we have 5 modules. One is Introduction and History of Cryptography. Then we have Symmetric Cryptography and hashing concept, hashing algorithms. Then we have number theory and asymmetric cryptography. What are the applications of cryptography, and what is crypt analysis, breaking the cryptography. So here we have 5 modules, and it is for 3 days, 20 hours. So the course officially, it is for 3 days, 8 hours each day. So 20 hours we need to spend to understand all the theoretical concepts as well as labs with examples. Now, if we talk about the exam, so there are 50 questions. Passing score is 70%, and this is for 2 hours. So there are multiple choice questions. They will not test you on labs and all, but some multiple choice questions. And for that, you need to register in EC Council exam portal. If you already did that, there's the first time registration where you can sit at your home and write your exam. You also need to make an account on Aspen portal from EC Council, where you can download all the PDF, all the material, because that is what is being recommended for this certification. So there's no such book being recommended, but they are going to provide you all the PDF. You're going to be given access to all the tools if you want to make your own lab, as well as all the PDF. So you can just do the practice. You can go through the course content. You can download those tools. You'll be getting a lab manual, everything from EC Council. So what is the planning for this exam? I would say 3 or 4 weeks. 5 days to go through the course, maybe 1 module each day, 4 days to go through a lab, and 3 days to go through practice questions, and 3 days to revise. So I would say minimum 3 weeks, but there are some concepts where you need to understand them. So they pretty much give those examples where it makes easy for anyone to understand that cryptography in little bit, more detail here. And these are the resources which are available here: VC Plus, IT exams, exam topics, YouTube, where you can go and search for this ECES, where you'll be able to see some practice questions here, and you can do a little bit practice to be able to pass this exam. So I am certified EC Council instructor, and I'm also certified EC Council encryption specialist, right? So this is it about the exam. And this is, I have seen a little bit demand on this for anyone who is interested to understand more on cryptography. They want to understand what's symmetric, what is asymmetric cryptography, what are the applications of cryptography, what is cryptanalysis. Maybe they are trying to implement the security. So I have seen, a little bit, there's a demand for this certification. So these are 5 modules, 3 days, and for exam you need to prepare for this, and you can find some practice questions, and it's not that difficult to pass this exam. It's going to be very helpful if you work in security, because most of the times you need to choose what kind of cryptography, what kind of algorithm to use, whether it's symmetric, whether it's asymmetric. So you might not be designing your own algorithm, but you might be given a choice, or you might have an option to choose, where you need to choose the best algorithm, where you need to understand a little bit more on how it works. Because if you see attackers, they do cryptanalysis to try to break into algorithms. So you need to understand a little bit, how to protect, how to prevent that. So this is where you'll be doing some labs also to understand cryptography a little bit in detail, right? This is about ECES, and I will come up with some other interesting videos related to network security and cloud. But that's about how I did my ECES. So I have already covered some other EC Council and CompTIA certifications. I'm going to cover all the certifications which I did, almost 20 plus global certifications, which is going to be helpful for anyone interested to learn more on cloud, network, and security. So with this, I'm going to end this video here, coming up with some other interesting video. I'll see you there. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and comment on the video, so it would be helpful for others. I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this technology, but I have gained some knowledge which I'm trying to share with others, right? So no one is perfect. It's always learning. Once I start learning something, maybe there'll be a lot of change, whether it's network security and cloud. So we are always learning, sharing, and sharing is caring, right? So I'll see you in some other video. With this, I'm going to end this video.